gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
And a great morning it is. It's a finally fantastic, maybe just a little freaky Friday. That means my partner this morning and co-host and guest, I have Holly Thompson with Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
And Holly's sweatshirt, this is radio, so we're going to read it to you. It says, yes, I'm always freezing. Me, 24/7. Love it. Love it.
Yep, that's
always
me anymore.
freezing. Yeah. I was coming out of Walmart yesterday and I saw a lady and it was really cute. It was a sweatshirt. I love fun sweatshirts. And it had in big letters, freezing. And I thought, how apropos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not even got there. So,
No.
oh, baby.
Oh, baby,
Oh,
it's
baby.
coming.
You better wash that sweatshirt and rewear it because it's going to be coming.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
so
coming.
we are going to be talking with our emergency management, Denny, today, and talking about getting prepared. And here's the thing, Holly. It's such a fine line. Well, I think this is her right now.
Okay.
Cue Denny.
Cued in.
All right. Hey, good morning, Denny.
Good morning, Becky. How are you?
Fantastic. Wonderful. Of course, it's early Friday morning, so of course, we're morning people here. I've got Holly with me, too, so we are excited to talk with you. We got some big things going on, right?
We certainly do.
Now,
Big things going on that nobody can agree on.
well, now that is, boy, that's perfect. That was perfect. Denny, okay, so question. I just have to know personally, do you love this? Is this like the thrill of the chase here, or is this a little bit nervous to you, or what's the vibe you've got right now?
Well, as far as people being out, I've been laid up for a while. I haven't been able to get out. But I know I've talked to some people who have been out, and they said that apparently there is quite a panic because there's no bread, no milk, no eggs, so everybody's planning on making their winter French toast. So a lot of people are panicking about this because of the big fluctuation. You've got, some sites saying we're going to get up to 24 inches of snow and ice, and the roads are going to be closed, and everybody's going to be stuck. And then you've got some sites that are saying we're going to get 7 inches of snow, ain't a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell, but I would rather, and a lot of people call me out for this on my Facebook page, that I always talk about doom and gloom. That's my job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I am the one who has to talk about the doom and gloom and get everybody prepared for the worst. If you're prepared and it doesn't happen, okay. If you're not prepared and it happens, then there's a problem.
Yeah, I just...
I'm always...
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's right. I just always err on, making sure if I get information that, that says it's going to be horrible, I'm going to let you know. So this is the information I'm getting. It's going to be horrible.
Right.
So.
Well, I think it's such a fine line because, you want to keep everybody informed. And, and this is to be serious. It is to be taken seriously. And you want people
right.
to have that. Like you said, it'd be better to be informed and be ready than not be. But also, I feel sad for those that get scared, and I get sad
right.
on that because we have come such a long way, baby. And I know, Diddy, you know this, but for some reason, if we should have, which we're going to talk about the different temperatures, but should we go with, or some people go without electricity? We have been so blessed in this community to have this safe room that's got a generator that will be open and ready for the community to use.
Absolutely.
And I know
that's a true blessing to the community. It can hold a lot of people, 800 people.
Yeah.
Make accommodations. So I think that would be a wonderful thing to have. I know they're planning on having it open.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to come there, do the power outages or extreme cold, which we are going to definitely experience some extreme cold tomorrow.
Right.
I think it's a great part of the community.
Well, I was
definitely blessed. A lot of when I go to some conferences and they talk about not having safe rooms, it's like, hey, we've got one in Washington County. Salem Schools has one, and they open the doors to the public, so they think that's great.
Yeah, well, and that's what it, when when it was built, that was what it was used, use it or lose it, I believe, and use it, and of course it's being utilized with classrooms too, but or also for other programs, but on this it is ready for such an occasion, and that's a blessing we have that. And I always want people to know that and we have got the best. Our first responders, from our EMTs to our fire departments to our police officers, I don't want to leave anybody out, to everyone, they are the best of the best. I can't say enough about our whole teams on the teams.
Absolutely, and the dispatchers are getting prepared for this. I talk frequently with Kelly Sargent, who is the 911 director, getting ready for any type of event, whether it be a snowstorm, severe weather, and get them numbers that they need to make calls or to call me to handle some stuff, and they're prepared for what's coming. The phones will be busy, I'm sure. There'll be slide-offs and everything else because of the people who forget how to drive in snow.
Yeah.
Because we don't normally get snow events this large.
Yeah, yeah.
And, some of the newer drivers who have never even seen as much snow might have a problem with it. So
Yes, exactly. Well, I was on the call yesterday at 3 with the National Weather Service. So they were kind of, talking anywhere from 3 inches to 15 inches, but they thought maybe more. I think it was 3 to 12 in our area. Am I correct on that?
Right. The three is for, because what they did is they took an average of the whole Kentucky and southern Indiana. So the 3 inches is southern Kentucky.
Okay.
We are in the 7 to 13 range. I've got so many different numbers and so many different models I've looked at and talked to different meteorologists. Some say 9 to 16 for a total amount of the storm. Some say 7 to 13. National Weather or NOAA says it's going to be 12 inches. So I'm guessing anywhere from 8 to 12 is probably what we're going to get.
Excuse me, Denny.
It's nothing to be sniffed at. I don't think we're going to get the 2 feet, but
I said I have to pick Holly up. Excuse me, Denny, just a second. I got to get her off the ground. She fell. No,
well, because the only thing that goes through my mind is having employees to take care of the residents, getting everybody in there
She's
safely.
over Salem Crossing. And remember, the show, and I'm going to say the show must go on. You know what I mean? You've got to have, that's
Absolutely.
where people, you got to make sure people come in to help with other shifts. And, that's kind of a lot for them, to make sure, because that's 24 hours, 7 days a week, And
you can't just close that down.
Oh no.
Salem Crossing needs to have the people to come in and take care of patients. So absolutely.
And they have got a wonderful team there too. But okay, let's go back. Okay, so I was just being Holly. I'm just saying. But her eyes did get big. I did want to say she did have some big eyes over there. Okay, so Denny, let's go back over this. Okay, the way I understood it is that, like, okay, and we're going to give. I want to give praise to all these people before. Hopefully, they'll remember. I hope, or their ears are burning. But like our city, county, and state, the vehicles, they do a great job. We know that. But they say this storm is going to be so fast and so much that it's going to be hard for them to keep up.
Yeah. But people have to realize is because we don't get storms like this. We don't have the equipment. It would be pointless for the county to spend the money to have all the trucks you need to get the roads cleared in an hour in a storm like this because we don't have them that often. Mm-hmm. So, they are going to they're resting up. They're getting ready to get on the road. They will do the best they can to get the roads clear. But when it comes down this fast, by the time they're done clearing a road, it's already snowed over.
Yeah.
And because of the temperatures, any type of salt or anything like that, it's not going to be effective. It stops being effective at 15 degrees. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we're talking a wind chill tomorrow of between -8 and -11.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's going to be a problem with, you know, they can remove the snow, but as far as, you know, salting and things like that, it doesn't take effect once it gets to a certain temperature.
Right.
I know Rick Boyles has got his team ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
He's got, at the last commissioners meeting, he said that he, you know, had enough salt that he's going to be able to take care of everything. But again, it's Mother Nature you got to mess with.
Right.
And, you know, as you see the southern states are going to really be in a pickle because they don't have this weather at all. Mm-hmm. And now they're talking a major ice storm. So, you know, it'll shut them down. And it's not because they don't have a good road crew. It's just because it's not cost effective to have the equipment that's just going to sit there if they're not going to have these kind of storms all the time. They're saying the last storm like this in this area was 1994.
Oh, wow.
So they said it's going to rival 1994.
Yeah.
But
well,
of course, you know, they're changing the models, they're changing the numbers as the storm develops and gets closer. You know, Mother Nature can say, "Nah, we're not going to dump that much," or she's going to say, "I told you, you're going to get more." It's hard to tell until it actually, you know, starts happening.
Yeah. Well, they said that the way I understood it too was that we know for sure that, you know, they said that this was one of the most or the earliest predictions for such a bad storm that we've had, which I think, I mean, I got to give kudos again. I know I'm over here, but I give so much praise because look how far we've come, baby. I mean, years ago, Diddy, you know this, I mean, because we've played this game with the radio station for years. Years ago, we did not know this stuff.
Right.
And isn't that such a blessing that we've come such a long way on this?
It is. And, you know, for any type of weather or any type of storms, the things that are out there that they can predict these things in advance.
Yes. Are
they always right? No, because it's too far out.
Yeah.
But they're still trying to get people warned, hey, this might happen.
Right.
So you might want to get ready.
Exactly. Yeah.
Again, if it happens, you know, we're ready for it. If it doesn't happen, we move on with our day.
Exactly.
But I really think we are going to, definitely the wind chills, we are now under a cold weather advisory from 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow with wind chills of -11. So then it'll start warming, quote unquote, up a little bit to the 20s, which will be wonderful. And then we're under a severe storm warning starting at 1 a.m. Saturday, so that would be Friday night at 1 a.m., you know, go overnight from Friday to Saturday, and it goes on until 7 a.m. Monday because of not knowing exactly where this is going to track. So far, everybody has said in all the models, we will have no ice, or if we do, it'll be a trace of ice. But even a trace can be a problem.
Well,
I talked to the 3 commissioners, let them know, you know, we're ready to rock and roll with putting out the advisories. So you can check on the website, the Indiana Travel website, and it'll have what our advisories or our level is. We've got the advisory level saying, you know, the roads, some roads are going to be pretty bad, but not all roads. Then we move up to the watch saying that it's going to, you know, it's pretty iffy out there. And then the warning where it's going to say people shouldn't be on the road. Now, this is not saying, you know, you don't go to work, you know, but places like Wslm Crossing and like, you know, the Sheriff's Department and the dispatchers and EMS, they've got to go to work. Mm-hmm. We need them.
Sure.
So, you know, it's not saying you can't be on the road, but if you're on the road, you need to be on the road for a doggone good reason.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, well,
Brent has been trying to get his crews ready, his bunch ready to go to handle whatever comes their way. I have had several citizens contact me and said, hey, if you need a Jeep, hey, if you need, you know, a plow, hey, if you need something, you know, somebody needs to get out of their driveway, call us. We'll go do that. So the people of Washington County are ready for this, and they're ready to help, which is wonderful. It's such a blessing to have a county like we have where the people are ready to jump in. They don't care, you know, what it is. They'll jump in and help.
Yeah, and that's awesome. That's fantastic. Yes,
mm-hmm.
And that just shows, you know, what a great community we have. I think the thing that, you know, is a huge blessing that it's a weekend. You know, that we don't have to make those right now. You know, we don't have to make that school decision, and hopefully for those that maybe, you know, as my dad would always say, have a good job. They they get yeah yeah, and so anyway, you know, might be able to take it a little easier. But when the so let's kind of go over just to kind of inform everybody. Let's, you know, our commissioners are the ones that will call out if we have a state of emergency, correct?
That's correct.
And that is
it's a joint decision between the sheriff,
yes,
Chief Eric Mills, and the county commissioners and myself. And then if they decide to do that, then I'm the one who gets onto that website and puts the declaration in and changes our status. So that's we'll keep up with that. We're definitely probably going to go to advisory, most likely going to go to watch, and depending on the severity, we may go into a warning. So I've talked to the commissioners. They'll get in touch with me, and they'll make the decision. And sometimes it's hard when you have storms that are only going halfway through the county.
Yeah.
But this is going to be countywide, so it'll be a little easier to make a decision.
Right. But to, you know, to kind of go back over that, when we do have a state of emergency, like you said, and I think you bring up really good points, you know, if like, you know, Salem Crossing, if someone, you know, is there and needs to, you know, get to work, or like you said, the EMTs or the police or the fire department, or, you know, someone, those you have the hall pass, if you will.
Right. Absolutely.
But
any essential workers, and everybody knows if they're essential or not.
Right.
It's something that you can't close down. You
exactly.
cannot close down Salem Crossing and say, yeah, nobody's coming in, we're fine.
Right.
You can't be done.
Right.
You know, you can't close down the sheriff's department and say, yeah, we don't need deputy pumps. It's snowing too hard. That's not going to happen.
Right. Right.
So.
Yeah, but everybody else just out, like if you're just out cruising or just trying to see what it looks like or whatever, for whatever reason.
Yeah, or if you think you want to make a Walmart run, that's probably not a time to do it.
Yeah.
The time to do your Walmart runs is today.
Yeah.
Early tomorrow, if you can't get out today, you know, get all your essentials and make sure you have flashlights in case there's a power outage. With the lack of a large amount of ice, it may not be an issue here, but just in case, be ready to, they say 3 days. We've never, you know, or I've not experienced a problem where we've been out that long from a snowstorm, but again, you know, it could happen, so that's what they tell you to plan for.
Well, it's best to be prepared, and also, like, you know, items maybe that that you can eat that you don't have to have, like, to cook, you know what I mean, on the stove, you know what I mean?
Right. Cold cuts, get stuff for sandwiches, you know, your basically your tuna fish or your, you know, things like that you don't really have to cook, that you can have there to keep everybody's cereal. I mean, things like that. Just, you know, if you need to eat something and not have to mess with anything. And the best thing is not to have to mess with your refrigerator, because if you're out of power, opening and closing your refrigerator door is not going to help. They keep everything good in there during a power outage.
Right. I know, Denny, this goes a little bit further than but like also like it's good to kind of make sure your house is winterized. I guess like any doors that are not used, I guess you could put like blankets around or kind of make sure that, because when we start hitting these cold temperatures, you know, sometimes those drafts can get a little worse, it seems.
Right.
Yeah.
Try to stay in the warmest central part of your house. Close off any doors. Try to have everybody together, so that way you're not, you know, having to run heat a lot of places. Close, like I said, close the doors. Put a blanket or a towel underneath the door to keep the draft out. Try to turn off the heat to those areas if you have that capability. That would be something very important. That way it'll keep the heat going. Make sure everybody's got their medication. If anybody's running low on medication, make sure you've got it, because if you're out of power, or if Walmart's out of power, or if CVS is out of power, or anywhere else you get your medication, you may not be able to get it.
Yeah.
So try to get ahead of that.
I'm so glad you said that.
Again,
always good reminder. Yeah.
Don't know if we're going to have, you know, something that big, but it's not going to go to waste. You're going to be ahead on your medication, and you're ready to go.
Well, I think the things too to remind everybody too that that if you know, like also you know, dressing warm too, obviously, but I lost my train of thought there. There was something else I was going to say that would be, you know, good, but I think that's, you know, I think the stores have been hit hard. Walmart. I've seen a lot of people getting prepared, and I appreciate them doing that. I'm happy they're doing that, and hopefully they will be able to, majority will be able to stay in and not have to get out on the roads or get out in this cold temperatures.
Right. And make sure you've got batteries. If you got flashlights, make sure you've got batteries. If you maintain a connection with the internet, and go to my Facebook page. I update every time I can get a chance to make sure that everybody knows what's going on, what National Weather Service is saying. I've actually got 3 conference calls today from different places that are talking about. I've got one with INDOT. I've got one with Department of Homeland Security. Just make sure we're all ready for that, and if it gets out of control and we have to go statewide for a declaration of emergency, we're ready to do that.
Do we need to tell the listeners what the Facebook
we
page
put the
is?
steps in place, and that's pretty much what I do. I put the steps in place for the big disasters. That's my role in the community. And if we ever use them, that's fine. If we never use the plans they come up with, that makes me happy.
Did you hear Holly?
No, I did not. Holly, what's up?
Do we need to tell the listeners what the Facebook page is so they can go and check in?
Yes, it is Washington County, Indiana Emergency Management.
Thank you.
All right, beautiful. Well, Denny, I think that, and of course, let's talk about animals too. Make sure you bring your, the animals in, or because it's going to get very cold for them too.
Right, and like I said, with the wind chill is going to be -11. There's going to be a lot of wind. Bring them inside. Bring them, or into. If you can't bring them in the house, bring them into an enclosure to keep them warm, keep them safe. Make sure they have non-frozen water. That's very important.
Sure.
Make sure you keep them watered, and keep them safe too, because they're a part of the family.
Absolutely. And I think that the thing too. So really, I know that we're going to get. I know there's, like you said, there's going to be. I know you're making several. There'll be several calls you'll be on, and I know there's going to be another one with the National Weather Service this morning. And so they said that as it gets closer, of course, we'll know more. But so
right.
When do you actually see like when should we say game over, let's stay in? Is that tomorrow morning or tonight, or what are you thinking more on that?
I would say it would be tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, tomorrow.
We're going to have some snow tomorrow morning.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that. There's going to be some snow falling, but it's not going to be critical. The heaviest snow will start later in the day. Let's see what they're saying is the track today. We will have snow flurries starting tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., and that will go up until 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is when it starts really coming down, so if you're going to do any running, make sure you are home, safe, and off the road by 1 p.m.
Okay, that's good.
And that's heavy snow will start at 1 p.m., and it will continue on through Sunday. And let me see what time I have it set to end. Heavy snow up until Sunday at 6 p.m. is what they're estimating.
Okay.
To be a heavy snowfall.
Right.
And then it'll taper off to moderate snowfall, and then flurries again starting at 1 a.m. Monday morning. So, those are going to make the commute Monday to go to work, keep up with the weather conditions, keep up with anything having to do with the roads and what kind of conditions they're in. People on Facebook are definitely going to be on there talking about what the road conditions are and things that are happening. And so they do have a time we're going to actually have some ice, which they're saying that is, sorry, I'm clicking between 2 pages, starting at 4 a.m. Sunday morning, and then going until, I'm sorry, I got to change pages, until 9 a.m. So they do have now that we're going to get some freezing rain, which is not good. Sleet would be fine. You can shovel sleet. You can't shovel the freezing rain. So the problem is going to be we're going to have a coating of ice on top of the snow, which will take some of the snow down.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't have as high as snow, but we will have a pack of ice.
Right, and that's something too. Anybody trying to shovel snow too. Remember, there's a lot of health concerns whenever you just get out there and start shoveling snow.
Absolutely. I mean, I know there's people out there who want to keep up with it. They want to go out and not have to wait till the end and be shoveling, 8 inches of snow. They'd rather go out and shovel 2 inches at a time, but it doesn't matter. You're going to be out in the extreme cold.
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be sweating, and you're going to go out thinking you need to really, really bundle up with heavy clothes, and once you start sweating and things like that, that can cause you some health problems. If you have a heart condition, that can cause you some problems. It's best to always dress in layers, especially if you dress in layers. It traps heat between the layers, so it actually keeps you warmer than wearing one heavy layer.
Okay. All right. Well, this is good information, and we just want I don't don't want to be scared. Want to just be prepared.
Be prepared, absolutely.
and
that's the thing. You need to anticipate it being bad as they're saying it could get. So when you get get on these places that say we're going to have Sunday 3 to 5 inches, plan for the 5. If we get the 3, so be it. But plan for the 5, so that way if it does hit, you're ready.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing, is always be ready for what you have to do, a contingency plan. If you have power out, make arrangements now. If you have family somewhere else, to go stay with them to keep them warm. If you don't have anything, then you can go to the safe room. The county seems to be pretty prepared for everything. To keep as many people safe as possible.
Absolutely, yes, and that's what the goal is. And of course, again, if somebody needs help, you have to make sure you let people know. Don't try to, if you are without electricity and you're sitting there, please don't try to just weather it out. I mean, let people know, let the authorities know, and so that there can be help, sent your way.
And one of the things that happened during last year's January storm, if you live alone, don't go out there and shovel.
Yeah. Because
we did have somebody that did go out and shovel, had an issue, but there was nobody there with them to notice they had an issue. And they were there for way too long. So you need to, if you can, hold off on it. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't shovel. Wait. And yes, it's going to be harder to shovel the heavier snow, but you're going to have the warmer temperatures, and you're not going to have the snow in your face and the high winds.
Right.
So it would be best to wait, or make arrangements for somebody to come over and plow or shovel for you. That's the biggest fear I have, is for somebody who lives alone, who is very self-sufficient, who thinks they can go out in this, and nobody knows they're out there.
Right.
Their friends and family think they're warm and snug in their house, and they're outside having an issue. So try to avoid going outside during the height of this. Most of this is going to hit at night, middle of the night, especially with the freezing rain. So, hopefully nobody will be getting on the roads. Sunday morning, it's going to be quite a challenge for those who want to head out for church. It may be an issue because we're going to already have a layer of ice down.
Yeah.
And as I said before, county highway, city street department, INDOT, they're all going to be out there doing what they can, but they can only do so much when you get hit with so much at one time.
Right. I've had several churches already contact me that they might be letting me know that they might not have church. So they're already, the churches are already talking about it. So anything that I find out, I'll definitely let everyone know about. But that might be a huge.
And that's a real concern because of the fact that the worst part of the storm is going to be around church time, because that's when the freezing rain is out.
Yeah.
So it's going to make travel very treacherous.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's good news, or good information. Not necessarily good news, but good information. And it's always good to be informed and not and let everyone know. And I think get prepared and kind of we know how to behave in this and what to do. We just got to get reminders of what to do.
Right, and if you do have to venture out because you have an essential job, and make sure you have a kit in your car. Make sure you have a change of clothes. If you're not wearing boots, make sure there's boots in the car. Make sure you have water in the car, store it upside down. Never in the winter, never store your water bottles right side up, because then it'll be frozen. You won't be able to get any water out of it. If you store it upside down, the bulk of the frozen will be to the top of the bottle, which will be upside down, will be the bottom, so you'll still be able to get some water out of it. So always store your water upside down in the winter.
That's something new I learned. I had never heard that before. That's great information. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good, very good. Well, I think that and have some items that maybe you can make sure that you can eat crackers or something like that, that if you do lose electricity, that you can have something. And I think that, like, for anyone going to their job or having to get out, they need someone to call, like, when they leave, and then they need someone when they leave their home to let them know, and then someone to call or let someone know when they get there to their destination. I always like to,
Absolutely.
from point A to point B, have that somebody you contact to let them know that you are on the road, and if you haven't got there in ample time, that maybe there was something that went wrong.
And I'd like to share this for the sheriff's department. If you, because having worked for the sheriff's department the past 10 years in dispatch, I know that a lot of people will have a slide off. They'll call the officers. If your vehicle is drivable and not severely damaged, I suggest you call in, tell them that you've had this accident, and tell them you're going to, but it is drivable. I'm going to take it home. I'm going to take it to somewhere. That way you're not waiting out there in the cold for an officer, because they're going to be handling the more serious calls first, obviously.
Sure.
That's just the way they do it. So, if there's any way you can lighten the load on the sheriff's department, as you know, we've had some problems recently with having officers available because we're down some officers.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be best if the things could be handled at a later date, and if you just need something for insurance purposes, just give them the information, and then they'll take the report later.
Right. That's.
You want to make sure that the emergency crews are out there for the more serious stuff.
Right. And I think it's always.
I know there's people that have waited, an hour and a half.
Ooh.
That's crazy in this weather. If you can drive the vehicle, then go ahead and drive to your location, but make sure you call and say, I was at this location. I have, had an accident. I do need a report, but I understand you guys are busy. I just wanted to get the log entry, and then you can talk to the officers after that once everything calms down.
That's good advice there too, and that's something we always have to remember. These officers and these teams are going 24 hours, 7 days a week. Those logs are being utilized, and people are having actions or things going on all night long. So these men and women are up 24 hours, 7 days a week sometimes. So are up 24 hours. I shouldn't have said that. But
24 hours coverage. And if there's a lot of people injured, you've got an ambulance crew that is on for 24 hours.
Yes.
And a fire department is on for 24 hours.
Yeah.
They run pretty ragged doing things like this, but they're professionals. They've done this kind of thing before, and they will get to you as soon as they can. Just inform dispatch of what's going on, and they'll make a log entry for you. And if we can delay having to have someone come out, that would probably be the best thing at this time, because they're going to be handling more of the serious emergencies.
Exactly. Very good advice. Didi, I appreciate you calling in and letting us know and keeping us in the know, and all that you do. You're a shaker and a mover and a hard worker, and what a blessing that we have you. And I appreciate you, taking time, and hopefully, this was great information. I know it was great information. I hope that I learned some things about the bottled water for sure, and I hope I learned. Hopefully, we'll maybe it'll be a little bit lighter than what we anticipate, which we hope, but I don't think it's going to be that way. But.
Right. Plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Exactly.
So hopefully it will not be as terrible as they're saying, but we'll find out when it gets there.
All right. Well, listen, you take care of yourself.
Kind words, Becky. I appreciate that.
Well, and keep doing what you're doing, and stay safe, and keep me in the know. Anything that I need to know, or get out to the listeners. That's what we're here for. This is what this radio station wants to be doing. So keep us in the know, and we'll try to keep everyone else in the know too. Okay?
Great. Thank you for everything you do, Becky. I know a lot of people depend on you, not only your radio station, your Facebook, with all the information you give them. And if anybody hasn't, please sign up for Code Red. Yeah. That is the emergency notification system. It's basically reverse 911. So when we have something serious going on, it will notify you, any weather conditions, things like that. And that is also on my Facebook page, at the very top of my Facebook page, how to sign up for that. it's wonderful if the county's got that. People are informed and we get the warnings directly from the National Weather Service, so that'll keep you up to date on what's going on.
Awesome. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Have a blessed day, Denny.
You too, Becky. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye, hon. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Fantastic. And a little bit of information there. A lot of information,
A lot
actually.
of information there.
Yeah. Good information. And, you know, as we get closer, of course, they'll have more updates and they'll be a little more accurate. You know what I mean? It's a little harder to say.
The further out it is, the harder it is to predict.
Yeah.
Where it's going to hit, how much it's going to hit, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The National Weather Service, what they said yesterday was, we do know there is going to be a storm. Yeah. Okay? We do know that.
We just don't know where it's going to land.
Yeah, and how bad it's going to be, for sure, you know. But, but even like, you know, so many inches even sounds bad, though. I mean, you know, none of it sounds good, you know. So, but anyway, we'll see. And we'll do it. We've done this before.
Yep.
We can do it.
Yeah.
And it's just, and everybody working together and being understanding, I think, is...
Plan and prepare. Like, that's the best things you can do. Plan and prepare. Like she said, prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
Have your peanut M&Ms ready.
Absolutely. And your upside down bottled water.
There we go.
See?
Right.
You got your protein in the peanuts.
I'm telling you right now,
it's all good.
if I go without electricity, I'm okay. Peanut M&Ms. Right?
Yeah, because at work we've already been going through our emergency preparedness, like going through our little checklist. Yeah. You know, had our generator topped off, and because it runs the building. I'm so grateful for our generator. You know, because it'll run the building with electricity, and you know, we just went through our little checklist to make sure that we have all the essentials. Yeah. You know, and I did the same thing with my family last night. Like, what do we have? What do we need? What do we need to get out? You know, make sure it's ready and available and stuff, and just praying that it's not as bad.
Right. No, right. Exactly. Exactly. But like with Salem Crossing, you know, like you have so many residents, you have so it's their home, you know, and you have so many great people that do, you know, manage and do and make this all, you know, work so smoothly.
Yeah.
And then whenever, like, if someone's pulling a long shift and then someone else can't make it in or something, it's I know, but it's all hands on all. What's the saying? All hands on deck. No, is that right?
All hands on deck.
Is that right?
Sounds great to me. Like, 'cause we even have like offices that will be set up in case staff do have to stay there and sleep there.
Yes, exactly.
We've already
I know
secured,
they have before. Yes.
Yes, we've already secured some sleeping areas and making sure we have extra food on hand for the staff and got snacks for the staff and make sure they have drinks for the staff, and because you know we have all the supplies for the residents, but not knowing what's going to happen with the staffing part of it, we had to make sure we have extra accommodations there. So,
I don't think people always. It's always nice to hear what all measures, you know, what all goes into it.
Because we also check our emergency preparedness box and check the batteries and check, you know.
Sure.
We still check all of those things to make sure that we have all those things. Make sure that the linen closets are fully stocked with blankets in case the residents need an extra blanket or the staff needs blankets. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But my biggest, I know the building is well taken care of. My top priority at this point is transportation.
Yeah.
Make sure we have the staff getting to work
safely. Yeah.
Safely.
I get that. Yeah. I think that's always been kind of the degree of difficulty.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And because and everybody there, your whole team their hearts are so awesome and so into it.
Yep.
It's just getting them there safely is
Yes.
the part. Yeah. So
Yes.
that's always an obstacle. I remember for years.
So that would be my lack of sleeping.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah,
that's when Holly doesn't sleep.
That's when Holly. Nervous puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think the thing that you know that. Because you know I've been at this for years, and you know, and years ago we didn't know all this, you know, and I remember like just trying to get people to their destination like that, trying to get people, you know, that are ready to go to work, you know, but getting them to work,
and then we have to get them back home.
Absolutely.
Like if we get them to work, we have to make sure they get back home too.
Yeah.
So, I'm thankful for Brent. That's what I got to say there.
Absolutely. She's not a rock star.
Brenda's a rock star.
I'm going to tell Brent, just go out there and put some chickens on the grill.
That's right.
Hey, yeah, I mean, he can fire that grill up. He don't need electricity.
That's right.
You get out there and you get that charcoal going.
The charcoal going.
Yes,
yeah.
and we'll have some chicken and we'll be fine.
That's right.
Yeah. Tell Becky White said that, okay?
That's right. Becky wants chicken this weekend.
I
Brent.
do. Yeah. What is it? David and whatever. I don't know.
I can't believe my voice is still
I know.
cracking
What is
from
going on?
Monday night.
Oh, from screaming for IU. Yeah.
My voice still isn't back to normal yet.
Yeah, I know.
I apologize.
No, that's okay.
I start
No.
talking. I'm like, I don't sound like me right now.
I think a lot of people were like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. I
Mhm.
think there was a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of
Mhm.
yeah.
Celebrating, screaming.
Oh my
stuff.
goodness, we
Yeah.
didn't go to bed. You know,
No.
I didn't even.
I think I finally fell asleep at about 3:00. Is when my body finally calmed down enough
Yeah.
to sleep. You know, we didn't stop even watching the TV and the news and all the we didn't even
Oh.
stop that till like 1 or 1:30, and then my brain just had to calm down because I was so excited and hyped up for them. So proud of them.
Oh, it was just
Yeah.
it was all the things, and I think that it was, to me, this one was one that like everyone stayed on the field. Nobody
Yeah.
wanted to leave. Nobody wanted this moment to end.
No,
It was like
not at
that
all.
moment just like was just so
Yeah.
like it was almost like it was a dream. You know, I mean, it was
Yes.
all a dream. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And because it was just like it was just
A movie needs to be made
Oh,
of this
I know,
team
I know.
and coach.
Yeah, I think
A
so.
movie
And I
needs to be
think
made.
Hollywood's already on
Yeah.
that one
Mhm.
because it would be a no-brainer. This would be just, and it's such a beautiful story.
Yes,
you know,
it
it's such a
is.
beautiful story, and you know, and you go back to because the one before this was the Atlanta Georgia game, and it was a different game. It started off just with that first touchdown and just you know that
Mhm.
vibe. And then this one was a little different vibe. You know
It was
what I
more
mean?
tense.
Tense, yes. And there was a lot of and then at the end, it was a
Mhm.
it ended like
It was definitely a nail biter.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So exciting though, and and I think they're just fantastic, and just watching everyone celebrate. It was just you've got your camera and you're filming, you get your camera and you're trying to do everything, but then also you're taking it all in,
Mhm.
and you're seeing and then you're seeing families.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Oh, his mom and dad.
oh, they're
Beaming.
just gorgeous,
Yeah.
beautiful family,
Beautiful people.
beautiful family,
Mhm.
just enough, and you want to give them their privacy
Mhm.
because this is like their time,
Right.
and you don't want to be, and
Mhm.
but yet you're just like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
just everything. It was everything. Yeah,
Mhm.
watching them and support, just
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
So I tried to this morning because I'm like, because we did a check last night of supplies we have, things that we would like to have more of, and so I was going to do a Walmart pickup.
yes.
They're booked.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
Walmart pickups are booked until Tuesday.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on over there.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
of course, like everything, they're pulling all of their staff. They're pulling, you know what I mean?
Yes.
They're pulling,
Mhm.
their hours and
Mhm.
getting orders together, and and families, big orders,
Yes.
and so
Yeah.
and it's a lot going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Walmart's like
Yep. And I
Popping
put my emergency bag is in my car.
Oh, that's
Sleeping
smart.
bag,
Good for you.
extra sweatpants, and extra clothing, so my emergency bag's in my car and ready. I got that put in there this morning, and I just trying to prepare and plan ahead and all those things. Had already talked about the windows and the drafts under the doors,
Yeah.
So I just encourage people, if you have elderly neighbors, to please check on them, and please keep track of the animals too. The animals and the elderly need our help. So
definitely, yeah,
Mhm.
because it's going to be really,
Yeah.
and definitely. And I think the draft thing, putting like, like if rims you're not using, close the doors or whatever, close them off and
Mhm.
keep the heat like more,
Yep.
And of course, if you use wood, hopefully everyone has got enough wood. That's always to make sure you have enough
I would
of that.
try to bring some inside if you can.
Yes,
So it's-
definitely.
You're not walking out in that snow and your wood's all wet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
been there, done that.
Mhm. There's nothing better than a wood fire though.
Oh,
Like
the
I miss
crack.
my wood fire.
Yeah,
I really
crack,
do.
crack, yeah.
The smell of the wood and
Oh,
the heat. The
I
heat
love
of it is just
I
like none other.
I love that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, when you get that, don't even want to go anywhere.
No.
There's
No.
a fireplace, a robe. If you're in a robe, let's go. If you're in a robe, and you have a blanket and the fireplace.
And growing up, we always kept a water source on top of the stove to add moisture to the air. But you can also use it to make hot coffee, hot tea, hot cocoa. Like, you know. Yeah. I miss the fireplace.
Yeah, me too. Oh no, I do. I have one. What do I say?
I miss mine. I don't have one. I miss mine.
Well, they're just, you know, you just don't have any reason to leave. Yeah. I mean, let it snow. So it was funny because coming home from Miami, our Uber driver, we were talking about how a different. Okay, I'm going to be honest, and this sounds okay. Just bear with me. This sounds a little bit whatever. It was like 70 degrees, but it was cooler in Miami than normal.
Right.
Okay, I know that's, you know, but it was 60s and 70s. Right. You know what I mean? So
that's cool for Miami.
For Miami, yes. Okay, and it's still it's not. It's not what we're getting, but it was still cooler. You know what I mean? It wasn't. You know what I mean? Okay. So to me, that's not warm enough. You know what I mean? For like shorts and t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I'm right. Or, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit.
Need more of the 80s for shorts. For me.
Why do we always say the 80s?
The 80s, because we miss the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s girl.
I am too. So anyway, okay, now you got me on a different pattern. Holly, I just went off the squirrel. I just went off the pathway here.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fun.
Don't even. Okay. All right, hang on.
We just screeched that car right around there, didn't we?
Yeah, I know we did. And I was right there with you. Don't even. It just takes me. Don't even. Okay, so going back to that, so we were talking to the Uber driver, and of course he's Miami, you know, so he's like, so he said, he goes, when you go home, he goes, get chocolate cookies and a blanket. Don't leave. And I'm thinking, okay, if you told it, okay, if we have to do that, then you know what I mean. But it's just funny. He said you wouldn't want to leave when you have chocolate cookies.
Chocolate cookies.
Yeah. So I thought, okay, he brings up some good points. Okay,
yes, he does.
I'm doing what our Uber driver told us to do.
That's
you know?
right.
So okay. Yeah.
Well, and you got that bread, milk, and eggs. You can make some good French toast.
Well, there you
or
go.
French toast casserole.
Well, you know how I'm about eggs, but yeah, I got the bread and milk.
Get your eggs too.
Well,
protein.
I
know you don't like your eggs though.
I know.
Even mixed up with French toast mix. No.
And do the egg whites. The egg whites.
There you go. Yeah. Do the egg whites.
Egg whites.
Yeah.
I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get. Yeah. I'm not. I'm not really that picky, so I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I'm thinking like a big pot of chili, though. Doesn't that sound good?
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
Or potato soup.
Well, who are we talking about? Mama Rosa's today.
Oh.
They've got all that. Now, you know they've got the broccoli, and I'm sure they have. Usually they have chili. They usually have vegetable beef. Sometimes they have like a there's some other like taco soup or something like that to do. And then they have the creamy broccoli.
Cheddar broccoli?
Yes. Get out of here.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
And today's the day.
It is. It is.
Holly, always we plant these seeds, you and I do.
Well.
And then 11 o'clock, as soon as it opens, zoom.
I actually, if all goes well, I already had a date with my sister-in-law to eat there today. So.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
you get the pizza, you get the salad, you get the soup, and then the dessert. When they make that chocolate and Claire stuff,
that was so good.
Don't even play around.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. So okay. All right, we got a little.
We are all over the board today.
Yeah,
we're so sorry.
Sorry about that. Okay, so it looks like now. How are you? I love finding even like weird questions to ask because I love to find out about people. How are you? Okay, Holly, if you and I go shopping, how are you about finding that perfect parking spot? What kind of person are you?
I'll drive around a couple times if I need to wait a little bit.
Okay.
I don't like, but if I go around 2 or 3 times, okay, and there's nothing closer to the front, then I'll go ahead and just park in the very back and just be done with it.
Okay.
Back row, let's go.
Let's go. That's right. Okay, well I'll tell you how I am. I am, which I got to tell you, I had my best friend's mom. We'd go shop. She'd take us shopping, and she would, I mean, 15, 20 minutes trying to find that perfect spot. It was just so funny to me. Okay, but I loved it. You know what I mean? Loved her, loved that. You know what I mean? But it was just funny to me. You know, and I will pull in. I just get out. I will go back row every day. I don't. You know what I mean? I will not drive around. I'm not saying that it's not right to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes you do get those VIP parking spots where it's just, you know, is that VIP? Yeah.
You're like, how did I luck into this one?
But I don't care. Yeah, I will not drive. Okay, well, it says because the most average drivers drive or spend 15 minutes searching for a parking spot.
No, I won't spend that time.
It ain't going to happen here.
No, I could already be in by then.
Well, 15 minutes, I'm already hands-on
already
something.
shopping.
I've already got my hands on something.
That's right. That's right.
I'm a toucher. I have to touch everything.
Yep. I look first and then touch. If I see something, it's got to catch my eye
well, if it catches
first.
but I'm saying then I'm going to touch.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's going to be picked up. It's going to be touched.
The tomorrow was supposed to be my first day taking my daughter prom dress shopping.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up too. Okay, well I don't know if that's going to happen or you have to do it early. I don't know about that, Holly.
I know.
But you know she's got her heart set on that, so.
I know.
Ooh,
I know.
A teenager that's not happy. You're gonna have that all weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe you should try to go at least one place. You know, in the morning. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know.
Well,
see how it goes.
We have to go. I have a drop off for the groomers in the morning, so I told her between drop off and pickup, we can do it at one store.
Okay. There you go.
For that time.
That'll give her. Yeah.
We can at least start it. Right.
That'll make her a little happy.
Yeah.
That'll give her something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? She might find the dress right there. You know.
She might.
I do want to say that I'm so glad you brought it up because I've got to get the date set. It'll probably be the end of February. We'll be doing the prom dress giveaway. So also, if she doesn't find a dress, remember, bring her to that.
Oh, you're already on my mind.
Yes. No, I'm serious. We've got some beautiful dresses and love that. And so that'll be. I've had so many people asking already. So it'll be end of February to get that going. So we'll be doing that. Yeah, for sure. But 'tis the season. It's so fun how their minds, you know what I mean? Which I would be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right?
Oh, Monday she's like, Mom, there's already girls that have got their dresses and we haven't even started looking. I mean, she's having meltdowns.
I know.
Right now.
Remember, I had 6 of those.
And my
I know
husband
all about
doesn't
that.
understand.
Oh,
like it's a girl thing.
They're not supposed to. It's okay.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, they don't. They just don't. They don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mom's got to get going. Mom's got to get going.
I get it.
Yeah.
That is why, understanding that is why I created this Say Yes to the Prom Dress. Because I've watched 6 meltdowns. I've seen, you know what I mean? And
yes.
I've seen, it's not my first rodeo on that. I know, I understand. You know
like her first big fear is getting the dress. Second big fear is somebody having the same dress. Yeah. Like that's her second biggest fear.
That makes, now we've been to some years ago that would write down and they would not like use it for like
so the same school.
Well, yes, exactly. Yeah. And they wouldn't let this, now one place let them know what dress you got.
Okay.
But one place would not let anybody else know what they got, but would not let them buy that dress.
Right.
Now tell me that wasn't like hilariously
funny. That's good though.
It is good. It
That's
is good. It is good. It is good.
They don't need to know who got it. They just need to know somebody else already has it.
Yeah, someone else already has that dress. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea though.
Yeah.
Because that helps ease the fear of the girls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and there's so many, you know, there's so many ways to play it, you know, because do you want what colors you want? Do you want a little more fitting? Do you want like the ball gown? Do you want, you know, there's so many, you want in between. And do you want to dance? If you want to dance, that's what I always tell the girls. If you want to dance and you want to tear up that dance floor, then you better get something comfortable. You better get something that you can move in. You know what I mean? Don't get something that, you know, that you can't hardly sit down in, you know.
Right.
Yes, that's a great look.
And get the shoes that you can dance.
What's hilarious, though, I said that I always see, when I do chaperone, I always see like just a pile of shoes. And you know very well that there was so much money spent on these shoes, which don't get me wrong, I'm a shoe girl. But you see all of these shoes kicked off.
I'm going to try to talk her into getting the glitter tennis shoes.
Hey,
the rhinestone tennis shoes.
I have seen tennis shoes, and I love that.
Yeah.
That is a great look.
Yeah.
It is really a cute look.
Because
For the
especially
age,
if your dress is long enough, you don't
Yes.
even see them. But if you're dancing, you're going to be comfortable.
it's adorable.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I think the tennis shoes are just so cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
And especially the age. Why not? And
Why
have
not?
fun. You're going to look beyond classy, but
Mhm.
you're going to have fun too.
Exactly.
I like the look.
Yeah.
Well, I'm anxious to hear what colors she's got
Yeah.
in mind. And it's funny, here's the thing I always say, you go with like some colors in mind, but you never, the dress will tell you. You'll
Yeah.
find the dress. It'll,
And that's basically what she's already said, is that she's going for a certain color in mind with certain accent colors also in mind. But she's like, I may get there and it's going to be something else.
Absolutely. Keep
and,
that open
and
mind.
that's okay.
absolutely.
That's
Keep that
okay.
open mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
got to love the dress.
Yes.
So.
The dress will find you.
That's right.
It's like Harry Potter and the wand. You know what I mean? The wand,
Yeah.
picks you. The
Yeah.
dress picks you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta
Exactly.
go in there. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I love all that. All right, which I really want to get in your car and go with you. I love to go. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. I remember one of the girls, and I won't say which daughter, but I know which one. But anyway, had this huge, tried on this big old puffy. It was so much fun. We didn't get it, but this huge puffy dress, and it was just like we lost her in it. It was so big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it would just been. She would have had to have like 3 or 4 people carry this dress in
Mhm.
to the to the prom, because it was so much material, so big. It was so funny. And she tried it on, and we had her sit like kind of squat down, and she looked like a muffin top, or just like a big old I don't know, like a cake or whatever. You know what I mean? Because it was like all this rounded, this material was beautiful, and all you saw was just like just a part of like her it was really cool.
Yeah.
We didn't get it, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to try the dresses on.
It is.
And
Mhm.
I love watching them try them on. And
Yeah.
see. Yeah. But, okay, that's gonna be fun. Good
Princess
for you.
is for a day.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Okay, real quick. So most drivers spend up to 15 minutes searching for a parking spot. People complain about traffic and gas prices, but there's a hidden cost of owning a vehicle: the time you waste looking for places to park. According to a new report, 66% of city drivers typically spend up to 15 minutes searching for that parking space. 12% say it usually takes 15 to 30 minutes to find parking,
Oh my
and nearly 3% say they usually blow more than 30 minutes searching. See, I think that's the difference between city and rural. We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am not going to do that, okay? Overall, about 20% say it's often difficult to find parking when needed. Unfortunately, there aren't simple solutions. 54% of city drivers say they have used ride-share or public transportation to avoid parking hassles. 85% of people say they're open to paying a little extra for convenience, but only if it's a clear benefit, like guaranteed parking on closer spaces, which we don't really have that around here. But
Right.
52% of people would love it if cities invested more in modern parking technology, making it easier to see parking availability, to pre-book something ahead of time. Oh wow! I need my parking space in 10 minutes. Can you go ahead and make that available? I mean, right?
That
How
would
would
be
you-
very interesting.
How would you rush the other person? Like, what if, let's say that somebody's in that parking space right now, and then let's say at 10 o'clock you reserve that parking space, so that person would only be allowed that time allowed.
So it'd almost be like metered parking on the sides of the roads, right?
Okay.
Where you could like reserve that spot in advance. There'd have to be something digital on a sign to say reserved, or like in red reserved, or green available, or
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the airport. You know, when you go to park at the airport, they have the rows, and like the red lights are filled up and green.
Right.
Those are not accurate. I just want to say.
You are correct.
I just want to say, I'm not the first to say that, I'm sure, but they are not accurate, because I'm telling you, I saw some green, and the green was not available, baby.
Not available.
Not available, baby.
Mm-mm,
Nope.
mm-mm.
When I got there,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it was finding a parking space can be a little
tricky.
tricky. Yeah.
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 Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
And I was trying to back this huge truck in a spot. Yeah, they don't make them. They don't. They don't make. They make them for the little bitty.
The regular normal size
compact
cars.
Or yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
I felt very unwelcome.
Me and my truck going through a parking garage makes me nervous.
Oh, that
Wreck.
okay. When you first go in, there's like a
That
barrier.
bar.
That bar.
Mhm.
I think it's going, and to show you.
I'm ducking in my truck. I'm ducking
I
to
know.
keep from hitting.
It's going to take us out,
Yes.
isn't it? I know, but we go. We make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, whew. Okay, one over. You know what I mean? And I don't know why, because the same vehicle. I've done it. It's just like yes.
Yeah.
And then so then you try to find if you can get a parking space that's an angle.
That's
those are
much
the
better.
best.
Mhm.
But those just straight parking spaces are not big enough for your bigger trucks, like bigger vehicles.
I think they should make them all angled in, like whatever the direction of the parking garages. They should make the angled parking so it's easier to get in and out. Because you're right, the bigger trucks, it is so hard to make those right 90-degree angles.
Exactly. And then so I'm trying to get it in there, but I got to get my back end.
Yeah. Yeah.
My front's doing well, but that back end's giving me grief over there. You know what I mean? Because I'm, and then you hear it, and then I hate this beep, 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 beep. So and then, of course, the closer you get, it gets a little more. It's like, stop it already. I know.
Like I know already.
I know. You know what I mean? Yes, I know all that. But anyway. So, for those that drive around a half hour, 15, 20 minutes, good for you. Do that if that's what you choose.
I'm not.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah,
I'm
not that person. All right, real quick, we got to get out of here, Holly. But there was a lady. She had a snowball. She got the largest snowball, 50 years. It's turning 50 this year. She's had it in her freezer for her son, and so yada yada yada. And so congratulations to her. But if it would have been at my house, I could see.
Oh my goodness!
It's got a really cool photo of him holding it. But what's hilarious is I would see it at my house. I would see somebody would put it in their drink.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be horrible?
No, I know. But I would see it where somebody would have put it like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I needed it for my Coke. I could see somebody. But 50 years sitting in your refrigerator.
That's a long time.
I know.
I
don't know that
Mine wouldn't have made it.
No.
What if your electricity goes out?
Well, you just don't touch your freezer. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
So there you go.
Oh my
goodness. All right, 50 years.
Wow.
That might be a goal for somebody.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is crazy.
All right, Holly, we got to get out of here, but please, everyone, stay safe. And I know I'll do my best, and I'll keep my part. I don't want you panicking, but I want to keep you informed here on WSLM. WSLM, we're going to do our best to keep this whole community informed and in the know. If we know it, you'll know it. And Holly, I want your whole team over there, keep up the great work.
This is the show that the world desperately needs. The Rick Burgess Show.
You better believe it. Thanks for being with us, America. A brand new hour, Speedy, Greg, Adler, the gang all here. And we thank you for being here, whether you're listening to us on all those wonderful radio stations on the Rick Burgess Show radio network. Maybe you're watching us live on YouTube. Maybe you're listening to our TuneIn streaming app. Maybe you've got some of the affiliates streaming app and you're catching the show. That's all the live options. Or maybe you're over in the archive world. You are watching the YouTube archive, or maybe you're listening to the podcast archive. Whatever the case may be, we welcome you, as we will now welcome our friends in the Vox seats. And they come from all over. Speedy, we do have something that is going to be socially awkward for you throughout the next couple of hours. Well, we got a bunch of men in here. They're all fired up. They're going to the conference tonight and tomorrow. And then there's one guy that was going, but now because of the weather, he's just going to do this and have to get back home. And we're all doing that thing where your guy friends are like, oh yeah, man, we're jacked. We're all going on a road trip, and you're not going.
Yeah.
And he's having to hear all this, and it's frankly it's uncomfortable. And he keeps telling us go ahead and talk about it in front of him and get excited. Did you see his face when I was telling about Jared Hudson?
It's a stud.
Gosh, he'd kill every one of us with his bare hands. And he's going to be speaking tomorrow, and of course you won't be there, but
you remember the first time we had Jared Hudson in studio? You know, but prior to meeting him, you think, I kind of got it going on, you know. I'm a man, you know, guy's guy.
Right,
He leaves, and I'm like, I'm a loser.
Yeah. I thought,
I'm awful.
I'm weaker than I thought.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even weaker.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's like at one point I just took because I thought he'd be thrilled with my high school football stories, but I realized I think I'll hold the 75 stuff right now.
Yeah.
I too was a little stressed, when I was breaking into, and killing Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a good story.
Okay.
Right.
That trumps that one.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That is a good story. That's a dandy. I'll just be quiet. Why don't you talk? So we got him coming up.
Hey, I got in some pretty crazy Nerf wars as a kid, and boy, we were taking fire. Intense.
Yes. Welcome all of you. So we've got people from everywhere in here, and some of you have brought some things for all of us to enjoy. Some of you did not.
Rick, don't do this where I get
No.
uncomfortable.
I always
Y'all don't have to bring anything.
There's no requirement to do that at all.
Of course, Greg ran with it.
Yeah. Greg, I've never seen you eat something so fast. What was it?
Cinnamon roll.
Oh my gosh, he
warm.
hit that cinnamon roll.
I knew if I waited a segment, it wouldn't be as warm. Oh, that's true. That's just science. Of course, we do have a microwave, so it'd be
Sure. So I'm sitting here. Let's go. So we've got.
use it on the next one.
We have all men except for one woman. She's the only woman in here.
Yeah.
Does this feel weird? Does it? Yeah. That's wow. So let's all watch ourselves now. There's a woman in here.
Yeah. Watch out.
That's right.
Really, the one you got to worry about is this one.
What did I do?
And I'm pointing at Greg.
Speedy, watch the language.
You know what just dawned on me, because sometimes some of y'all have to go to the bathroom, which is a long way from here.
It is.
And
what?
Okay, I mean,
I'll walk her to the women's restroom. That's fine. I'll take that role.
Well, I'm just talking about there's only 5 minutes in the break, and when you usually anytime a woman's in tow, you have to stand out there and wait.
We'll wait.
How about this? At church every single Sunday,
Yeah.
you can find me in the exact same place. After we finish up with Sunday school, I'm sorry I'm not calling it life group, Sunday school, you can always find me in the lobby going into the worship service, standing outside the women's room.
Oh.
Every single
time.
Sunday. And the men, we just kind of gather there, and we're like, well, here we are, wait. And what happens is they get in that bathroom, and they start, like, getting chatty. And that women will come out, and I say, is my wife in there? Yeah, and I said, is she done? And is she just chatting now? Are they just talking? And she goes, hey, bad news. There's like a gaggle of like 5 women in there, and they're all going, and they're all talking. And I said, okay. And then you can hear the music starting in there, and I'm like, well, the service has started.
Didn't give him a good seat.
Right. And how about this? I don't think I've ever sung the first song.
I see you running in.
I never know what the first song is. So Kirkwood, if you're trying to lead with a good one, I usually miss it. So anyway, but no, welcome, and we're glad that you guys are here, and we're excited about spending time with you. Somebody says I've already mojoed y'all. If somebody spins the wheel today to win money and wins the Burgess Ball battle, or the person who lost spins it for you, the streak will continue. That for the 3rd week in a row we have given away money. So somebody said I've mojoed you by saying that, but we'll see.
I'm not going to tell the story I told before last spin, because then people feel obligated to give all their money away. I was just telling them what happened. It was a true story.
Right. So that it'll be awkward, but it'll be happening coming up just in a little bit. Yeah. Also, we had somebody who had to cancel today. They were coming from Indiana.
Yep.
I didn't know this, even though in radio world we're supposed to know all this day in history, which we attempted that earlier, and frankly, this show's not capable of doing this day in history. History is not. This is not the place for that. But
we
then
got John Adams and John Hancock mixed up or something.
Yeah. But then there's always the hot rockin' DJ. Today is National Pizza Day.
Yeah.
Have a slice on us. And
none of that.
And but the guy told me, because apparently he works in pies.
Pies?
The kind of pies you eat.
As opposed to what other kind of
I
pies?
didn't know. Maybe he's an engineer or something. And
like pie,
yeah,
3.14, whatever.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Wix
I
pies.
was thinking cow pies.
I don't even know that
I kinda wish he was
engineers
here.
do that.
Could he just sent the pies?
He was going to bring his pies, and he was going to give everybody in here pies.
How about a lot of pies? Where are they at?
Yeah, and now there's no pies. But because they had to cancel because of the winter storm. So
They
now
could've mailed them.
now that leads us to the question. I know we've talked about it before. I like a pie more than I like a cake.
I do. Well, it depends on what cake it is, but I like a pie. If they had to get in a fight, I would pull for the pie.
Now, when I was a kid, I think I liked a cake more than a pie. But as I become a man, I no longer thought as a child. I think as a man.
Except for that cinnamon
when it comes to
cake.
pies.
Yeah, and now
that cinnamon cake that we have at the man church back there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's good.
What about all these pies up here? What about that?
I love them.
I like pecan pie. My wife has now successfully made my mom's recipe, and it turned out great. So pecan pie. I love pumpkin pie. Gray, I knew you were going to say that.
I love pumpkin pie. I love blueberry pie.
I like all of them.
Why don't I like coconut?
I like peach pie.
I don't mind coconut.
Huh?
I like.
You like peach?
What about French silk?
I like buttermilk pie.
I like buttermilk pie.
The best.
Buttermilk pie is the deal.
I know you don't like anything pumpkin. Would you eat a pumpkin pie?
No, I don't.
No, you hate pumpkin pie. Don't get him started on that.
Please don't
open
from
this.
The Gord family.
Don't open Greg's speech on pumpkins. Please.
I know, I will. Well, the folks that couldn't make it were Wix Pies, and Shane Winkle, who is a supply chain manager for them, is going to send us pies.
All right.
So,
What? Good.
Yeah, we'll just get a delay in
I
everything.
hate we missed meeting him in person, but send pies.
You don't hate it that much.
Just send some pies.
He is sending us pies.
Look over here at Missouri. He's saying, can't go to man church, didn't even get pie. Man, I'm sorry.
No pie.
Yeah, probably not going to win any money.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of day, man. The other thing, good question. What is cheesecake? Is it a pie or is it a cake?
I know. I love them now.
No.
Let me tell you.
Adler?
Is it its own thing? It's actually called cheesecake.
It's and it's not a cake. It's way more pie than it is a cake.
No, it's more cake than it is pie.
I disagree. It cuts like a pie.
Oh wait, no, it's
Cake.
more pie. It's more pie than cake.
What happened? Why did
I
you
got
say
my
cake?
brain
Now you
mixed
got
up.
Hancock and Adams.
I got my brain mixed up.
I'm gonna tell you.
Doing John Hancock again.
Happy birthday to, Adams Hancock.
Do y'all remember the people that brought a smoked cheesecake? And it was outstanding. See that right there? Look out.
That looked good.
Guys, I'm sorry, that's a pie.
that?
That's a pie.
It's a pie.
It should be called cheese pie.
It should be called cheese pie.
It should.
Cheesecake pie.
I know you like cheesecake. I've known that for years.
Yeah.
I was pointing
I
at
love
But this
Speedy.
is one of these things where I missed out half my life, my childhood.
Same
I didn't
thing.
like it.
Same thing.
You like
I just didn't
You
like the
cheesecake?
idea of it.
Love it.
Now tear it
Adler?
up.
You love cheesecake.
I can only eat one piece at a time, though. It's a little rich.
Oh, it's very rich.
But
It
I've
makes
seen
your
you,
forehead tingle
Greg,
right there.
I've seen
You know
you
what I'm
work
talking
through that, my friend.
When it comes
I've seen you work through it.
when it comes to pies, your apple pies, your blueberry, all that.
I love apple pie.
Don't be afraid of crust.
Love that.
I love
You know,
crust.
sometimes people
love
it's too thick.
crust.
I love a
The
crust.
filling is so rich. Don't be afraid
I love
of
it.
crust.
Oh, crust.
To me, the crust is crucial. If you
And-
mess the crust up,
Even the bottom. Don't be afraid of crust on the bottom. Let's
Well,
go.
where are we on
Right.
key lime?
That's all right.
I love key lime.
It's on a hot
It's a
day.
simple pie.
On a hot day,
I'd rather have lemon icebox.
You like graham cracker crust?
Oh,
I'm good with it.
The
Sure.
crumbled up kind of like Mom's
Yeah.
make.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Baking of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Get the crust out.
Oh, look at this caramel apple pie.
I'm starving.
How
Let's
about,
go get diabetes.
How about just a caramel pie? Do you like a caramel pie? Yeah, man.
Yes, I love a caramel
Yes,
pie.
So we like most pies.
Yeah.
I just like pies.
All right, I'm going to tell you on cheesecake,
fun.
I'm about a 6. There it is. I said it.
Oh, Rick, you.
I just what? I'm
Wait, what?
about a 6 on cheesecake.
No.
I'm almost a 10.
I want a cinnamon roll now. I'm starving.
We'll be right back.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.
So there's many reasons Sherry and I are looking forward to our Oceania cruise in September with you. A major one is to visit areas like Izmir, Turkey, which has links to the Apostle John and fascinating ancient sites. This part of the world is rich in history and religious intersections. I invite you to come travel with us in September as we cruise the southern Mediterranean with stops in Turkey, Greece, Montenegro, Italy, and Croatia. Find info and a link and book at oceanacruises.com/bigvox. The new year is a great time to reset and purge old things like worn out sheets and tired, uncomfortable pillows. Check out all the products at mypillow.com/bigvox. All their pillows are on sale right now, so are the towels and the sheets. And the MyPillow is made with the patented adjustable feel, so it adjusts your exact individual needs regardless of your sleep position. This helps keep your neck aligned. Also, it holds it in shape all night long, so you get the best sleep. Go to mypillow.com/bigbox and enjoy the savings now.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-1509. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-1509. That's 800-555-1509. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. 800-555-1509.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at the Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S. Ethos.com/Mike.
Pro Savings Days are on at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get an additional 5% off when you buy 5 or more select GE, Whirlpool, and Electrolux kitchen or laundry major appliances. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 123. Discount valid to My Lowe's Pro Rewards members only. Exclusions and other restrictions apply. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for details. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
Fad diets over the years, juice cleanses, raw foods, etc. By the time an average person hits 60, they've lost and regained several hundred pounds. Doctors call it weight cycling. Half of Americans do it, and not only is it frustrating, you have no idea how much damage this cycling can do. Non-prescription Lean was created by doctors. It's an oral supplement, not an injection. Lean helps maintain a healthy blood sugar, controls cravings, and helps burn fat. Get 20% off when you enter the code BIGVOX at TakeLean.com.
The man who pointed out that there is no such thing as boneless wings, Rick Burgess.
These are chicken nuggets dipped in wing sauce. I mean, that's what they are. All right, so as we return, we got a Burgess Ball battle coming up. The box seats are full and overflowing today, and they come from all over. We'll meet them if they desire to come up here on the Big Boy mic a little bit later on. 2 of them will have a Burgess Ball battle, and we'll enjoy the awkwardness of that. So,
y'all have no idea.
Yeah, this bunch over here.
Oh, yeah, they don't know, do they?
So we talked about a lot of things going on. So here are the conferences. So we announced those. Birmingham is this weekend, and Starkville next weekend. There are tickets available tonight. Next weekend is sold out. If you want to come tonight to Birmingham, you certainly can. The weather not going to be an issue for Birmingham, Alabama. So, but we also announced that Sherry and I are going to host a cruise coming up in the fall, Lord willing. We're over 70% sold out, but there's still a few that remain. So if you'd like to be on there with us, and one thing, there's all kinds of things that the bells and whistles that go with this. First of all, it's a luxury cruise line, Oceana, and then second, the ship is brand new. Its maiden voyage was in December of 2025, so we're going to be on a new ship. It's luxury cruising, meaning it's not as many people, and also you don't get nickel and dime. There's 8 restaurants, award-winning chefs, all that's included in the price. There's no tips that are required. All that's included in the price. And as Adler pointed out, you could find this on your own, but we haven't talked about this much on the air. If you are a person and you go, I don't drink alcohol, you probably live a life with a lot less regrets. But you can actually get $400 and put that towards your excursion, so you get a credit. So that's there too. So go right now to rickburgesshow.com. And you will see the link there to that, or just go directly to oceanacruises.com/bigbox. We leave Turkey, we end up in Italy, and we go to Greece, Montenegro, and Croatia along the way. And a lot of these places are just rich in biblical history, and we'll see some of the places that we probably, if you're someone who studies the Bible, you've read about your whole life. Suddenly you look and you're in the historic city of Ephesus, and you're like, wow. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we'd love for you to join us. Let's look at some other things that are out there today that we have not hit. Now, I do know that people are talking about, the winter storm, and it's affecting, 40, did you say, states?
40 states, yeah.
40 states.
From New Mexico to Maine.
We're Southerners, so we don't know much about winter weather. We don't do well in it. No. We struggle. There's an article that Speedy printed out today. What Americans should stock up on to prepare for a winter storm. Now we always make the joke that in the South, I don't know whether we're just told this when we're little. Whatever you do, have milk and bread. I don't know.
It starts there.
I don't know what that is.
I don't really like that combo.
I don't know. I don't know what you do with those two. I guess everybody's eating French toast. I don't know what it is.
It's not like beer and chips.
No, it's not.
Milk and bread. I'm just saying it's not natural.
Yeah, milk and bread seems to be talked about more than even rump ribbon. And I would think that.
I know. That was only during the pandemic.
The pandemic's when we all realized, well, you need toilet paper.
Yeah.
So we were all scared,
Yeah, we were.
And the cure was toilet paper. That's what I could.
Things that are essential. You ready for essential?
Mm-hmm.
Flashlights with extra batteries.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, you just going to sit there with a light on? You ain't got a candle?
Extra food and water, including non-perishable items such as granola bars.
Oh.
Granola bars?
Just something that's going to last.
I'm stuck in my house.